Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away.
Welcome to another episode. I'm your co-host, Ellen, along with absolutely no one. Lee is out on the road giving some speeches this week, and I am here to talk to you about obstacles. Recently, I just got back from a 27-day road trip. And we drove up to the Midwest. We drove through the West. We had a great time. Traffic wasn't really a problem until, of course, the last day. Well, the last day we were driving from Vegas to San Diego, and we made a huge mistake, rookie mistake, and that was we didn't leave early in the morning. So by the time we got on the road, traffic was already starting to not be optimal. And as I, the navigator, was looking at our route, I saw that there was this little red dot down on the freeway near Riverside. So that's hours away from where we would be at that point. So this little red dot, and I clicked on it and it said, well, there's a traffic issue here. It's a 5-minute delay. Expect this to change. Now, does that mean it's going to get better? It's going to get worse. Well, of course, it's traffic. It's going to get worse. And as the day went on, I kept checking out this red dot, which rapidly became a red line, a very, very long red line. It was about 35 minutes of standstill traffic, and it was just showing up on the map with nothing around it, no way to get through it other than to just sit and, take your lumps, as it were. But about half an hour before we got to that red line on the map, up popped a detour. Google Maps, hey, you can go this way. And you're going to, you'll miss 95% of this problem. So, of course, we took it. We got off the freeway, we went around, and sure enough, we popped back on. We probably had 2 minutes of a little slowdown, and then we were off and running again. We avoided that major obstacle. So why am I telling you this? It's not like, oh, thank you for the travelogue on your trip. No, we encounter obstacles every day. And you don't have to be on the freeway. You don't have to be driving anywhere to encounter an obstacle. You encounter them as you go through your carefully planned day. Something happens. A client calls and there's a problem. Your computer goes down. Your kid gets sick. The dog throws up on the carpet. All these things, they're obstacles. They stop us from having a wonderful day. And we also encounter them when we're working on achieving goals. Now, I'm trying to do XYZ, and this obstacle pops up. And rather than just go through it, oftentimes we're like, okay, wow, that got in my way. I'm just going to give up. There's no reason to do that because we can overcome obstacles of any kind by doing a little pre-planning. And that pre-planning is called an if-then plan. Basically, you look at what could happen. Yep, you're thinking ahead what sort of obstacles you could encounter. And then you think, okay, if this happens, then this is going to be how I deal with it. So, think about it. You do it already. Like, I'm going to use the car again. If I get a flat tire, then I will change it because I am sure that my spare is inflated. So if this happens, then this is what I do. When we encountered this 35-minute standstill traffic, we went around it. We had a detour. And that's what if-then plans are. They are detours that you put together before you need them. So let's say you have a problem, your if-then. So your if is, if I have trouble focusing when I'm trying to do work, then I am going to what? Well, in this example, maybe one of the things is you're having trouble focusing because your computer, your screens are distracting you. So your then could be, I put a blocker on my computer so I can't look at apps and websites that are distracting. Or I simply turn off my screens or hide them away. Or I go and work somewhere else where they're not going to be a problem. So you just think about, if this happens, then I do this. Same thing happens with goals. Think about what goals you might be working on. Maybe a goal is that you want to run a 5K. Fantastic. But then, what if there's bad weather? Bad weather, like especially in summers, it's too hot to run during my normal time. Well, if it's too hot to run, then I'll go to the gym and get on a treadmill, or I'll run later in the day or earlier in the day. You just think about what could go wrong. What is that obstacle that could slow you down, that could stop your forward progress? And whether that's your day or, months of working towards something, put together if-then plans. They are the detour around your problems. So build your own detour, achieve your daily goals, your longer goals. Be back with us again next week for another episode.